Marvelous one. Before we head out to celebrate Father's Day, we could talk Chicago Cubs. We'll wait for them next week. It's pretty much same old over on the north side, except we got a Contreras Brothers reunion at Wrigley Field. I want for a few minutes to just kind of get your thoughts as we started seeing Chicago Bears players around the city of Chicago now making appearances at Wrigley and at Guaranteed Rate. Justin Fields hitting batting practice home runs in the north side. So this team is probably going to win 7 games, which in today's NFL means you're as bad gets without, being a 3-win team. It's more the muck that is the NFL. Your kind of enthusiasm, your feelings heading into this summer, knowing what's going to happen over in the lakefront of Chicago in the maturation of Justin Fields and now the new front office and coaching staff with Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus. How you feeling?
This is a key year for Fields. Obviously, he doesn't have any doubt that he's the number one quarterback right now. They got rid of the guy that was the starting quarterback last year, and Foles isn't there either. Dalton, I'm talking about, and his backup is Simeon, I guess, at this point. But it's not that far off. They play a game preseason, though it be August 13th, 2 months. So it's not too soon to start thinking about it. And what they've done is they've shortened the preseason to 3 games, which is interesting. And then they have 2 weeks off until the season begins. So a lot of it's going to be determined more in practices than in games, perhaps. And they need to develop a good core of receivers. And the line has to hold up somehow for the offense. The defense, and that I'm still not particularly worried about with Smith and the others. But the offense, I don't know. We'll see what this new regime has in place with the new coach, and they still have a Matt and a Ryan, so we'll see if the Matt and the Ryan are better this time than the last time. The guy's in charge. I mean,
they better be. They better be. And here's the thing: you want to talk about the parallels between the Bulls and the Bears? Justin Fields and Patrick Williams. That's what it comes down to. Your fortune of your franchises, and you talk about Patrick Williams would be huge if he ends up being a DeMar or a Zach LaVine. But if Justin Fields is a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League, the Bears and Bears fandom will be in a position they've never been in before. And here's the thing. If we're going to have that type of optimism, I need to have a critical eye too, Marvelous One. And you're the scouting coach of this place. If we're going to be hard on Patrick Williams, it's time that we have to keep our eye and critical eye on Justin Fields. And it's not his fault how bad this front office and ownership has been his rookie year, how they bumbled his entire thing. This shouldn't be an evaluation year. This should be a growing year for him. But now it's both of them. But he's on the clock. And if he's that dude, we need to see it from him. But, I mean, before we get to that, we got to get to games. So, Marvelous One, before I let you go, any final thoughts on this Father's Day weekend?
No. I mean, you were talking about Williams. I believe he was the 4th overall pick, so he ought to do something pretty soon, to justify that. I mean, I like that. We're not going to get a Banchero from Duke, who's 6'10", but maybe that's who they want to move up to get a 6'10" guy and who's going to be able to produce right away, because that's the top big guy in this draft. But in terms of Father's Day, hope everybody gets a lot of presents, good barbecues. The weather's going to be fine. It's nice to have family time where everybody can get together and hug each other for the most part, and with some exceptions, of course.
Yeah.
But it's nice that it's going to be good weather. We had some heat and rain, and we're going to have more heat starting this week on Monday, Tuesday. So I wish everybody to see their fathers, and fathers are to be appreciated, and hope everybody also has a good Juneteenth day.
Yes, there you go. Marvelous One, please. Thank you so much for being the scouts and the coach of this place. And more importantly, thank you for being an awesome father. Thank you to Paul Chivari for being an awesome father. Thank you to all the dads, stepdads, regular dads, fur dads. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much. It's such an important role, and we appreciate you being part of our community here on the Sports Cubicle. But more importantly, because of that, we want to know your thoughts, all the dads and all the listeners of the show. What do you think about the Chicago Bears? Is Justin Fields going to take that next step? Is your favorite quarterback on your favorite team going to take the next step? We want to know your thoughts. We're on Twitter at Sports Cubicle TV. It's the Marvelous One, Dan Marver. It's Devin Tingle. It's Paul Chivari. I'm Mike Mercado. We'll see you here on the Sports Cubicle on WCPT 820 AM. Happy Father's Day, Dad.